So my name is Hoang Nguyen. I'm a biomedical engineering junior at my Ohio University. And today we have Michelle Ebu coming to speak to us about AI in pharma. Can you introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Michelle Ebu. I'm a junior biomedical engineering major at Miami University. And yeah, we'll be speaking on the article How Pharmaceutical Firms Can Use Data and AI with Confidence by AspenTech.
All right, thank you very much. So I have a few questions to ask you on this. First of all, the article mentioned that very few pharma companies see themselves as having a strong digital culture. Could you start by telling us what exactly is a strong digital culture in pharma organization?
Okay, so yeah, in the article, the it talks about strong digital culture, and he mentions it in like four parts. So strong digital culture is basically one, confident in adopting new technologies such as artificial intelligence. Two, the confidence in using these technologies. Three, the ability to make decisions quickly and at scale. And four, the willingness to take risks. So the article talks about how pharma industries have been able to implement all of this, except the willingness to take risks. Pharma industries are very, should I say, they are very skeptical about taking risks. They never want to take risks, even the digital culture leaders. And whenever I say the digital culture leaders, I mean the people who have the companies who are confident about adopting these technologies. So yeah, that's basically what a strong digital culture is: the confidence in adopting new technologies, the confidence in using these technologies, and the ability to make decisions quickly and the willingness to take risks.
Mhm. Thank you. And how would you say the COVID-19 pandemic affected, either negatively or positively, the use of AI in pharma companies?
So the COVID-19 pandemic destroyed the drug manufacturing process. The speed of vaccine development has changed industry expectations, putting new pressure on manufacturers to deliver faster. But the supply chain has not responded quickly enough to this demand, and not only for vaccines, but also drugs unrelated to COVID-19. So making sure organizations can predict product demand and adjust output accordingly is important to successful collaboration with supply chain partners. But many companies still coordinate this using basic technology, which does not enable centralized scheduling. To meet new industry expectations, organizations are trying to implement technologies that facilitate predictive maintenance, replacing equipment parts according to a set schedule instead of when they need attention inevitably leads to unnecessary downtime, lost production, and inefficiency. So ultimately, the pandemic has shown that all systems that run on more rudimentary IT, such as spreadsheets or paper, cannot carry the industry forward. So, pharma companies expect an even greater disruption in drug manufacturing in the future, and this has increased the need for more advanced technologies such as AI and machine learning to ensure survival.
Thank you. And how is AI currently being used in pharma?
So AI right now is currently being used for big data in the drug manufacturing process. It's being used in real-time quality assurance. That's being able to produce actionable data on a batch mid-production instead of waiting all the way till the end and potentially wasting resources. So it's also being used in predictive maintenance, like I mentioned earlier, meaning that manufacturers receive data from sensors while individual components of machines uh, they receive data from sensors when individual components of machines need attention, and they can replace or repair them promptly. And instead of doing the routine scheduled maintenance that leads to a halt in production, causing a delay in the drug manufacturing process. So it's also used in supply chain network scheduling, which is essentially being able to keep track of the products they need for manufacturing that come in, as well as the various labs and manufacturers they came from.
Hmm. And so AI is clearly the key to derive big value from big data. And I know that 60% of digital cultures leaders surveyed say that technologies such as AI can relieve pressures in the company. allowing them to bring new drugs rapidly and securely to the market. So what do you think is stopping its adoption?
So I would say that some of the significant challenges that companies are facing right now is the lack of leadership skills and support. Team leaders lack the skills to get their employees excited about the concept of working with artificial intelligence. I would also say that there is an absence of an overarching strategy, meaning that the employees don't know what to do with AI. They don't know what to expect from AI. They don't understand the objectives of implementing AI, and they don't know what the future holds for them as a result of AI being implemented into their workplace. The third I would say is the change averse culture. Nobody wants to change. Everyone wants to stick to the norm. I mentioned earlier that most of these pharma companies indicated that they were afraid of taking risks. And this fear of taking risks to avoid failure would not allow them to implement new technologies into their organizations. It's a huge challenge that pharma companies need to address. They need to address their approach to risk. The risk reward ratio often deters many pharmaceutical firms from adopting this leading edge technologies such as AI. But yeah, introducing AI doesn't necessarily mean that you have to change your existing processes. It just provides a more it just necessarily provides a more efficient way for you to do the same processes, but not enough firms know that. So yeah, many perceive that there is a greater risk in adoption of AI than there actually is.
Mhm. Yes. So what would you say are the solution to the challenges, and how can pharma companies drive the digital transformation strategies forward?
Yeah, I would say first of all, you need to get leadership support. Without good leadership, you will struggle to create the right culture and develop a digital transformation strategy. Leaders need to understand that the value of emerging technologies not just for R&D, but also for drug manufacturing. They will be able to lead the company successful in this transformation process, and also promoting digital literacy throughout your organization is also very important. Also developing an overarching strategy, like I mentioned earlier. Think holistically about the value of AI. I think holistically about how AI could add to all parts of the drug manufacturing process and ensure that the organization is aware of these benefits. Also, finally, if you need to seek advice from people that are already doing it, be willing to open up your company, be willing to seek this advice from people that are already using AI in their own pharma industries.
Mhm. And you said that you were a student at my university right now. So based on the learning from the articles, what will you take as a student when you enter the workforce?
Okay, so going into the industry as a biomedical engineer, there's a lot I could take from this article. The article highlights the transformative power of AI and predictive analytics in pharmaceuticals. I would recognize the potential of these technologies in BME for tasks like patient risk prediction, personalized treatment planning, and optimizing healthcare processes. The dynamic nature of AI and data technologies implies the need for continuous learning. I would approach the BME field with an open mindset, with a growth mindset, acknowledging that healthcare is an evolving field and staying up to date with these emerging technologies such as AI is very crucial for success. Yeah,
Right?
as AI is
Oh,
continuously progressing and it's here, AI is continuously progressing and it's here to stay. So it makes it makes sense to fully embrace everything that it has to offer.
thank you so much for answering my question today.